Last week, a photographer showed me her inquiry responses. Same client, same day, but two different photographers. Photographer A sent 3 packages, $800, $1,500, and $2,500. Photographer B sent one number, $6,800. Guess who booked the $6,800 photographer? Here's what broke my brain. They had fewer deliverables, a shorter shoot time, and a portfolio that honestly looked worse. But they used structure number 3. I'm going to show you 3 packaging structures. Most photographers accidentally use the one that trains clients to ghost you. It's called the comparison trap. And if your packages have 3 tiered prices, increasing deliverables, you're in it right now. Structure number 2 will double your average booking without you ever touching the camera. Structure 3 is what commercial photographers use to book $10,000 deals in a 15-minute discovery call. And nobody teaches this to local working photographers because they don't think this works in local markets. But it actually does. You can implement this. And by the end of the video, you'll know which structure is killing your conversions right now and the exact psychological trigger that makes clients choose the $6,000 package over the $800 one. And the 5-word question that turns you from a photographer to a strategist in your client's mind. That last part is the move that nobody shares, because once you see it, you can't unsee it, and you'll realize that every inquiry in the last 6 months that you've lost was lost because you were answering the wrong questions. So stay with me. Here's what you've been told. You've been told to create packages, 3 tiers, add value to each of those tiers, and make your client choose which value works for them. So you built this basic package, $1,200, 50 photos, 2 hours. Then you have the standard package, $2,000, 80 photos, let's say 3 hours. Then you have the premium package, $5,000, say 100 photos and 8 hours, or a full day with an album and prints. It depends what type of photography you're doing. Let's say it's wedding. So this is logical, professional, and clear, and it doesn't work because 90% of your inquiries will either choose basic or they'll just completely disappear. You thought you were giving them options, but in reality, you're actually giving them homework. The human brain doesn't process more photos as more valuable. It actually processes it as more risk, more work, and more things overall to do for the client. You show them 3 packages with escalating deliverables. You're creating something called choice paralysis. But there's something worse happening underneath. You're teaching them to compare you to every other photographer because you're treating yourself like a commodity. You structured this deal as a commodity transaction. How many photos do I get? What's the price? How many hours? That's structure number 1, and that's the comparison trap. And here's the part that'll make you angry. And the clients who ghost after seeing your packages will end up going with someone who's more expensive than you. They're going with someone who framed the decision differently. Let me show you what I mean. So 2 photographers, same city, same niche, headshots for entrepreneurs. Photographer A gives them a gold package, $1,800, 60 images, 3-hour session, online gallery, and print release. However, photographer B sends them an authority signature build for $5,200. So what's included? A 90-minute brand image diagnostic, creative direction approval, focused shoot with 3 setups, 15 optimized hero images, platform specs guide, 48-hour delivery, and a wardrobe consultation. It's the same shoot time and photographer B delivers fewer photos. But this photographer ends up booking for $5,200. And why is that? Well, it's because photographer B is not selling photos. Photographer B is selling a transformation. They're selling a certainty about who the client becomes. And that's structure 2. And once you understand it, everything changes. Premium buyers are not asking themselves the questions you think they are. Previously, I made a video on what premium clients ask for when they're booking a photographer. But as a quick refresher, premium clients are not asking themselves, how many photos are they going to get? They're going to ask the photographer, what will this transform me into? Will this be easy or stressful? Can I trust this person to not waste my time? And how fast can I use these photos? Your packages need to answer those questions in the first 3 seconds, not with more deliverables, but with transformation language. You could keep the same 3 package structure, but if you use transformative language and say what the clients actually care about. It doesn't matter how many packages you have. Obviously, the less packages you have, the better, because then you're not making them have decision paralysis. But let's say it actually makes sense for you to have 3 packages. The way you present it is by offering one package to one single client. So when a person from a company reaches out to you, you already kind of know what they want. You can ask them a few questions and then you can present them with one package. What I'm saying is, if you're giving them too many options, you're going to confuse them. You can offer many different services, but to one specific client, you should already offer one single thing that you know they're going to buy. The structure number 2, which is the transformation, it's the executive presence build. We'll create your signature look in one single session. You'll approve the entire creative direction before we shoot. 12 hero images, optimized for every platform, 48-hour delivery, and wardrobe styling handled. It's the same work, but a different perceived value. Why is that? Well, it's because Structure 2 answers the questions that your ideal clients have. Who are they going to become, not what are they going to get? Your package names should reflect identity, authority campaign, or signature brand build-out, or executive presence session, or legacy portrait experience. The client sees themselves in the title before they see the price. The entire purpose of all of this is to pre-frame your services so that before they see the price and before they are willing to invest, they're completely sold and willing to do the shoot with you if price wasn't a factor. And it's your job to attract the clients who are able to afford the prices that you charge. Now, the other question is, how fast do I get there? Speed is a trust signal. Delivered in 48 hours tells them that you have systems, that you've done this hundreds of times, that the client is safe. Premium buyers buy reliability, and speed proves this reliability. Every line in your packages should subtract risk. You can tell them that they'll approve mood boards before the shoot. You can tell them that you're handling all the permits and all the scheduling, depending on where the shoot is, right? You could tell them that they have a commercial license. You can even add a money-back guarantee. If we don't nail your vision, we'll refine it at no cost. Now, this is a guarantee that keeps you and the client safe, because you're basically working with them until they like the photos. And if you position yourself properly, your clients are not going to abuse this, because the clients who are actually abusing all these money back guarantees are the same tire-kicking clients that we are trying to avoid in the first place. And lastly, the clients want to make sure this process is as effortless as possible. The less they'll have to think, the more they'll pay. Give them a consultation, give them a wardrobe guide, give them location scouting, and same-day select preview. None of that is extra work if you systemize it, but it's $1,000 perceived premium for them. And it's all because you removed their cognitive load. Now here's where it gets interesting. You can triple your revenue without shooting more. There are 3 levers that no one is using. So the first lever is emotional anchoring. Your tiers should not be priced by deliverables. They should be priced by self-image. Tier 1 could be for the functional buyer. Tier 2 could be for the aspirational buyer. And Tier 3 should be for the legacy buyer. This is not how you package your deliverables. I'm just giving you a rough framework of what you should go off of. These are same photos, but a different emotional context. That's how you justify $8,000 for what someone else charges $1,200 for. Lever number 2 is diagnostic positioning. This is structure number 3, and it's the one that closes $10,000 deals in 15 minutes. Instead of sending packages, you send them questions. What's the primary platform for these images? What transformation are you trying to signal? And what's your timeline? Then you can build a package around their answer. You started being a strategist instead of a vendor. Now the third lever is using speed as luxury. 48-hour turnaround is not a feature, it's a positioning signal. It says, I'm in demand, I have systems, I'm not scrambling. Premium buyers equate speed with confidence. Competence removes risk, and low risk equals a high willingness to pay. Look, I get it. You've been told to add value and create packages for years. You did exactly what they said and it didn't work. That's because I just gave you the tactics instead of giving you the actual psychology behind what drives your clients to make these decisions. And I put together something called the S2C roadmap. It's basically the entire system that photography businesses use when they're trying to attract high-value clients. This is an end-to-end process that turns a stranger into a paying client that comes back for more. So this S2C roadmap actually explains the motives behind why clients actually want to work with certain photographers instead of others. Now, this is a pretty short video, but this is just a small glimpse of what's included in this document. And the best thing is that it's fully free. It's completely free. I'm not charging anything for this. All I'm asking from you is to fill in your name and email, and then you're going to receive this roadmap in your inbox within 5 minutes. It's a system that working photographers use in local competitive markets to bring their average shoot price from $200 to $300 to over $1,000. The link is in the description. Let me tell you why I'm giving it away. Every time a photographer figures this out, they stop competing on price. And they stop being one of 100 identical options in their city. And they start being treated and paid like the professional they are. You've tried charging what you're worth. You've tried adding more value. You've tried posting and hoping it works. This is different. This is a pattern interrupt. Grab the roadmap, implement this in your business, and watch what happens.